Did you hear about the man who went to bed feeling just fine, only to never wake up the next morning? He was 71. No serious health problems. Spent the evening like any other, watching TV, chatting with his wife, setting the coffee pot for the morning. But when the sun came up, he was gone. His family is still trying to understand how something so quiet could happen so suddenly. And the truth is, after 70, our bodies become more vulnerable, especially at night. What we do before bed can quietly set the stage for strokes, heart strain, even sudden cardiac arrest, without us ever knowing. And that's the scariest part. Most folks don't realize the harm in these bedtime habits. They feel normal, harmless, but over time, they can chip away at your health and leave you exposed when your body should be resting and healing. So in this video, I want to gently walk you through 4 nighttime routines that could be putting your health at risk, especially if you're over 70. Some may surprise you. Others might be things you've done for years without a second thought. But by the end, you'll understand what's really going on when the lights go out, and what simple changes can help you wake up feeling stronger, clearer, and more in control. And I hope you'll stay with me through to the last one. Because it's a habit many seniors do every night without realizing just how dangerous it can be. Let's take a closer look together. Number 1, eating heavy meals too late at night. Let's talk about something we've all done. Eating a little too much, a little too late. Back when you were 40 or 50, a hearty dinner at 9 p.m. might have meant nothing more than a good night's sleep. But after 70, your body doesn't bounce back the same way. What used to feel normal can quietly work against you. I knew a woman named Carol, 76, who always loved making herself a warm bowl of beef stew around 9:30. Said it helped her relax. But lately, she'd wake up with a burning chest, tossing and turning, or sometimes with her heart pounding like she'd just run up a flight of stairs. What she didn't realize is this: late-night meals force your body into overtime when it should be resting. Instead of winding down, your stomach's churning, your heart's working harder, and your sleep stays shallow. That's when acid sneaks up into the throat. That's when blood pressure rises. That's when the risk of nighttime strokes and heart attacks quietly grows. And if you live with diabetes or are at risk, it's even more serious. Your blood sugar can spike while you sleep, setting off a chain reaction your body isn't equipped to handle at this stage in life. So what can you do? Try this. Make dinner time a little earlier, 3, maybe 4 hours before you head to bed. And if your stomach still grumbles later on, reach for something gentle. A few almonds, half a banana, or a cup of chamomile tea by the TV. Think of it like easing your body into sleep, not fighting against it. You're not giving something up. You're giving yourself the chance to rest deeper, breathe easier, and wake up stronger. Because at this age, every night's sleep is a chance to heal. Let's not waste that by asking your body to do the heavy lifting while you're trying to rest. Most of us grew up hearing it's good to drink lots of water. Stay hydrated, they say. It keeps the body healthy. And they're not wrong. But after 70, things shift, especially when it comes to how and when you hydrate. If you find yourself waking up once, twice, maybe even 3 times a night to use the bathroom, it's not just annoying. It's your body telling you something. Let me tell you about Joyce. She's 74, lives alone just outside Fresno. Her kids check in often, but most nights, she's on her own. She used to sip on a big glass of water before bed, thinking it helped her stay healthy. But over time, she started waking up in the dark, rushing to the bathroom half asleep. One night, she tripped on her robe and hit her shoulder against the dresser. Thankfully, she was okay. But that one spill shook her, and it's more common than folks realize. See, our bladders don't hold like they used to. The muscles get weaker. Kidneys still filter all night. And even a modest drink late in the evening can turn into an urgent wake-up call at 2 a.m. And here's the real danger. When you spring up from bed, your blood pressure hasn't caught up yet. That sudden shift, called postural hypotension, can make you dizzy or even cause you to faint. It's one of the leading reasons seniors end up in the ER after a fall. But it's not just about safety. Constant bathroom trips break up your sleep, and that matters more than most people think. Every time you flip on the bathroom light, your brain thinks it's morning. That messes with your melatonin, the very thing your body needs for deep, healing rest. Over time, Poor sleep isn't just tiring, it's linked to higher blood pressure, a weaker immune system, and faster memory decline. Studies even suggest it may increase the risk of dementia down the road. So, what can you do? Don't stop drinking water. Just shift the timing. Try getting most of your fluids earlier in the day, before dinner if possible. And in the evening, take small sips instead of full glasses. Watch out for sneaky sources of extra liquid, too. Soups, watermelon, even certain medications. And if you enjoy tea or coffee at night, make sure they're caffeine-free. Caffeine acts like a diuretic. It pushes fluids through your system faster, and not in a good way at bedtime. A few small changes can make a big difference. Better sleep, fewer risks, and mornings where you wake up feeling like yourself again, not groggy from a night of running back and forth in the dark. You deserve peaceful sleep, and your body needs it now more than ever. Number 3, sleeping in a room that's too warm. Let me ask you something. How warm is your bedroom at night? For many folks, especially as we get older, a toasty room and a pile of thick blankets feels comforting. Safe, even. Like wrapping yourself up in the same quilt you've had for years. But here's the part no one talks about. That cozy warmth could quietly be working against your heart, your sleep, and your overall health. As we age, our bodies lose some of their ability to cool down naturally. We don't sweat as efficiently, and our internal thermostat becomes a little less reliable. So when the room is too warm, even by just a few degrees, our body starts to struggle. I think of someone like Ed. He's 74, lives up in Modesto, and loves to read in bed before lights out. He keeps the thermostat around 75, stacks a heavy quilt over his legs, and even wears thick socks to bed. But nearly every morning, Ed wakes up feeling drained, groggy, and damp with sweat. What he doesn't realize is that his heart has been working overtime while he sleeps, trying to cool him down instead of resting. And that constant effort can quietly raise the risk of heart strain, dehydration, and yes, even serious nighttime events like strokes or blood clots. Warm rooms also lead to light, broken sleep. Your body can't enter that deep, healing stage it needs, the kind that restores memory, boosts the immune system, and helps you wake up feeling like yourself again. So what's the sweet spot? Experts say the ideal bedroom temperature for restful sleep is between 60 and 67 degrees. I know that might sound chilly, especially if your joints get stiff or your feet get cold. But it's not about being uncomfortable. It's about being smart. Try layering with lightweight, breathable cotton blankets instead of heavy ones that trap heat. A soft pair of pajamas that wicks away moisture can help too. Some folks even crack a window or use a small fan, not just to stay cool, but to freshen the air and reduce stuffiness. It's a simple shift, but it can do wonders, helping your heart slow down, your breathing stay steady, and your sleep run deeper. So tonight, before you bundle up, take a moment to feel the room. Is it helping your body rest, or is it asking your body to work harder than it needs to? Cool air may not feel luxurious, but for your heart, your brain, and your future mornings, it might be the best kind of comfort there is. Number 4, sleeping in the wrong position. Here's something we don't often think about: the way we sleep. Not how long, but how we lay our bodies down each night. You'd think if you're comfortable, you're doing it right. But after 70, comfort isn't the only thing that matters. In fact, your sleep position can have a real impact on how your heart, lungs, and brain function while you sleep and long after you wake. Take Robert, for instance. He's 76, lives with his wife in a quiet part of Bakersfield. For decades, he slept flat on his back, said it helped with his lower back pain. But lately, his wife started noticing something odd. He'd stop breathing for a few seconds in the middle of the night, then suddenly gasp for air. At first, Robert chalked it up to age, but when the morning headaches and foggy thinking kicked in, they finally talked to his doctor. Turns out, he was showing signs of sleep apnea, caused by the position he'd slept in for years. See, when you lie flat on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and throat tissues downward. That can block your airway, disrupt your breathing, and quietly strain your heart through the night. Even if you don't have diagnosed sleep apnea, back sleeping can still lower oxygen levels, cause restlessness, and make it harder for your blood to circulate properly. And if you sleep on your right side, that too can put added pressure on the heart, especially for folks already dealing with high blood pressure or circulation issues. So, what's the safest, healthiest way to sleep? Experts say this: try sleeping on your left side. It's not just a small tip, it's a surprisingly powerful shift. Left side sleeping helps your heart pump more efficiently, supports better digestion, and keeps stomach acid from creeping up into your throat. If you've ever dealt with nighttime heartburn, you know just how important that is. And if you have trouble staying on your side, try using a body pillow. It helps keep you steady and supported. You can even place a pillow between your knees to take pressure off your hips and spine. A slightly elevated head can also make a difference, keeping your airway open, easing joint strain, and helping you breathe more freely through the night. It's a simple change, but it can help your body rest the way it needs to, giving your heart, lungs, and brain the peaceful rhythm they rely on to keep you strong. Because how you position yourself tonight could shape how you feel tomorrow. And at this stage in life, waking up with energy and clarity isn't just nice, it's everything. Final thoughts. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to look back at what we've uncovered tonight. We've talked about 4 bedtime habits that might seem harmless, just part of your evening routine. But after 70, they can quietly work against your health. Whether it's eating dinner too late, sipping a little too much water before bed, turning up the heat too high, or sleeping in a position that doesn't serve your heart, these small things add up. But here's the hopeful part. Nothing is set in stone. With just a few thoughtful changes, you can take back control of your nights, sleep more deeply, protect your heart, and wake up feeling more like yourself again. So I'd like to gently ask you, does any of this sound familiar? Do you wake up multiple times a night? Ever feel overheated or groggy in the morning? Maybe you've been sleeping flat on your back for years, not realizing what it's doing to your breathing. Whatever your routine looks like now, the first step is simply noticing. Because once you see it, you can shift it. So tonight, try adjusting just one thing. Maybe move dinner a little earlier. Swap that heavy comforter for a light cotton blanket, or gently roll onto your left side as you settle in. You might be surprised how one small change can lead to a better night and a better morning. Thanks for spending this time with me. If something here resonated, I'd love to hear about it. Share a thought in the comments, what you learned or what you plan to try. Your stories help others feel less alone, and they keep this community going strong. And if this video helped you, please consider subscribing or sharing it with someone you care about. We've got more simple, honest conversations ahead. Until next time, rest well and take good care of yourself.